Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please join the family by hitting the subscribe button down below. It is totally free. So in this video, we're going to be talking about friendship in 20s. You know that throughout our childhood, throughout our high school days, meeting yourself or finding yourself in the same space with people automatically makes you bond with them innocently, without even thinking it and without even having the intentions in mind at the initial meeting with them. But as we grow older and we revolve into adulthood, making friends in that manner is no longer an ideal thing. At this point, that is when people need to become more intentional with building friends. That is when you have to work for your friendship. Friendship begins to cost you time, it begins to cost you money, because at this point, these are active processes that you have to undergo or you have to be conscious of in order to maintain and nourish the friendship, if you really care about it being a lasting one and a valuable one to the both parties. I'm in my very early 20s, and so far I've had my fair share of experiences when it comes to friendship. So in this video, I just thought to reflect and talk about or share my experiences so far in friendship. This age range, that's in our 20s, is a very interesting stage in our lives, and so many things are changing, and we all need to understand that we are growing and things are not necessarily going to be the same anymore in this. So fortunately and unfortunately, we are bound to lose and gain friends at this stage in our lives. As we grow in age, as we grow in our career pursuits, as we try to build new relationships and families, even our priorities change as we grow in age. You get? So you don't necessarily, while we are passing through all these stages, you don't necessarily expect everyone to still be together and strong as we used to be in our childhood, and even in our teenage when we were teenagers rather. We have these friends, I don't know about you, but I have very close friends that I make plans with about what we are going to become when we are adults, how we are going to have fun together when we become adults, when we have our own families, in our new careers, and so on and so forth. And as the years are going by today, so many of them, we are not even in talking stage anymore, because at the age that we are, there are actually some relationships that are going to get stronger, while some are actually going to get weaker and weaker, even to the point when we become almost strangers. And it's totally fine, because 95% of time, those friendship breakups are not even coming from a place of hate. We just grew, life just happened. Are you getting it? So at this stage in our life, there's so many, it also comes with so many challenges as well. You know, just like our childhoods have shaped 70% of who we are today, our 20s is just like the childhood of our 40s and our 50s. I don't know whether you get me. So this is a very critical stage in our life. So this is a point when everyone is actually very, very selective about who they let in, who I let into my space and who you let into your space. And it actually deserves so much attention at this point, because if you sleep on your 20s, you might be sleeping on your future. So at this stage, there are so many of us that are already breadwinners, while some of us are still trying to find our feet financially, you know. So some of us at this stage already have husbands, already have wives, and some of us that are dating, automatically people that we are dating might not compulsorily and might not be compulsory that we end up with them, but people that we date now have the potential to either be our wife or our husband. So a lot is actually going on in our life. I've got stuff to do and you've got stuff to do. So this is actually not the time or the point in life to start getting angry with people or your friends when maybe you have an important occasion and they didn't turn up for you. Maybe they did not really answer to your distress call. And you know, life is really dealing everybody with their own cards fairly, in their own stage, in wherever they are, wherever they meet themselves, or wherever they find themselves in life. So it is a very beautiful thing that you have people around you that can always be there for you whenever you need them, that are always there for you, for you know, whenever you call on them. But when they are not there, please choose to understand, because a lot of things are actually going on in people's life. Now, when it comes to maintaining friendship, at this point, like I said earlier, this is when everybody becomes more conscious about maintaining their friendships, you know, putting the communication line open, because you might be surprised that that person that you could not go a whole day without talking to, life will just come at you so fast, to the extent that you will just realize one day that you have gone 2 months without even hearing from this person. So at that stage, because at this point, you know, things like after especially after universities, maybe so many of us leave the country, so many of us get new job, so many of us move into new cities, so many of us have new families, you know. So at this point, it becomes a very conscious, if you don't make a conscious effort to actually keep up with your loved ones, you find out that you are actually going to lose those your loved ones. So at this point, people are making friends with who adds to them, who adds value to them. Yes, at this point, it becomes everybody's intentional with who, everybody's looking for who can add value to them, whether tangible value or non-tangible value. You know, normally this impression or this narrative that you should do favor to people, or that you should be good to people, or that you should add value to your friends' lives without expecting anything in return, I usually see that as the most twisted and manipulative line of thoughts. Because doing something or being good to your friends without expecting anything in return is just like you making an investment without you expecting a profit or you know, an income from your investments. I don't know whether you get me. So you can't keep pouring into people that can watch you dry up when you also need to be watered as well. So this is not even about you doing something without expect. You are not expecting. That is what it should be. That is why that your loved ones. That is why relationship is about mutual giving. Are you getting me? It's about mutual exchange, and we are not just talking about material things here. Someone referring you in the face of opportunity is actually adding value to you. Someone being there for you to listen to you, or being there to be a shoulder that you cry in when you need them, is actually being valuable. Someone even remembering you in their prayers is a very beautiful thought of adding value to your friend's life. So it's only fair to stick with people that pour into you as much as you pour into them. Maybe not in the same value or in the same capacity, but there should be a mutual exchange. That is why a relationship is valuable. This stage of your life, you really need to be very much intentional about the kind of people that you let into your circle, because these people are the ones that are actually going to make a very positive or a negative impact in your life. You choose people who pour into you as much as you pour into them. And at this stage in your life, you really don't need to limit yourself to just that little circle that you have found yourself in. Don't be afraid to make friends from all ages of life, from all walks of life, from all tribe, from all race. And I don't know about you, but most of the beautiful friendships that I have today are even ones that happen unplanned. Like the vibe just clicked and we're there today, and we are walking through this journey of life together. So you should just be open, because these are people that are actually valuable contacts or networks, which is very important for you in your personal, in your professional and your spiritual growth in life. So this is just about what I wanted to chat with you about, because I was just having a reflection about some of the friendships that I've had and the friendships that I'm still having, and some things that have happened in my life, both positive and negative, just because of that one single hello I say to that one person or to those persons you get. So, you know, I've got to a point in my life when I've realized that friendship and association are one of the basic foundations of everything that happens in our lives, whether we like it or not. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and your contributions in the comment section, and see you on my next video. Bye.